Hello, beautiful Pisces, and welcome back to Intuitive Energies. My name is Jane, and we're wrapping up the week. It was a very good week. I find anyway, it was a very good week. The energy is feeling a little better. Alexa agrees. So here we go. It says, I was called here on a mission for hopes and fears. And for your outcome is the phoenix rises into joyful abundance. You cannot pour from an empty cup. So pretty much is, I love pouring from an empty cup. You have the King of Cups here with his cup full. So it's pretty much self-explanatory, saying that you've got to fill up your cup before you do anything, right? Joyful abundance is definitely, we've been talking a lot about vibes and vibing. Joyful abundance is definitely something that I would, actually put on your list for 2024. I would put that as maybe the first thing on your list. To feel that joy and abundance in your life. Okay? To find out what that means to you and how to really... I don't know, it's just, find the way to bring it into your life, into you every day when you wake up, to bring abundance and joy. We're fighting off so many things. We fight off so much anxiety every day. It would be nice to have something or some kind of, some kind of like default of joy and abundance to tap into before anything else. That's usually not the case. The day begins, we start off pretty good, but then, things start to happen, and by the end of the day, we're just like looking to decompress. So if you want to do anything, just that's a great tool. It's the best tool you can have in your tool bag of life. Okay? I was called here on a mission. Remember, you came here like a beautiful star, Zephyr, to be on the planet. Oh, my guides are touching my head. Okay, so you came here to be, you came here to learn, okay? So your hopes and fears, I'm going to say right away, when you're feeling a little overwhelmed, when you're thinking, oh, I can't do this anymore, I can't do this, I'm stressing out, there's too much. Remember, you came here to learn. You came here to, figure out why that is. What is it that's, really, really stressing you out, right? And how to overcome it, how to get past it. This is a big school for us. And the more we treat it as such, like learning experiences rather than failures, major failures or major anxieties over every single thing, the better our lives are going to be, okay? We have enough going on that with the planet, the energies, our bodies, sometimes that it's hard to just navigate through it. But if you have defaults or places and in other words, resources, okay? The Queen of Pentacles, she's been showing up a lot. If you have the resources to tap into when these situations arise, you're going to feel a whole lot better. Okay? And trust me, I do it too. I have better days. I have good days and I have bad days. And, I tend to just, I tend to worry a lot. More than I need to. Yeah, the Queen of Swords. And this comes from, of course, living life, okay? The Queen of Swords has seen a lot. She's very strong of character, she's very intelligent, but she's experienced great loss too and sorrow. And that, I don't know if it jades, but it most certainly, it affects, okay? It's not like somebody who's brand new, who's never suffered loss or pain. They're a little more like, yeah, life's great, When you suffer these things, though, you have to remember that after the suffering is the learning. You came here to learn. So learn that, take that wisdom, move it forward. They're showing me movement. No stagnancy. Keep moving, okay? Move the energy. Move it around. See how it feels in different spots. Okay, so most definitely they're showing me a lot of movement when it comes to this energy. A lot of movement. You move it, whether it's internal, external, whether it's in the feminine or the masculine, there's movement in both. You probably did. Aha, I got you there, didn't I? In the yin, there is movement. It's not just about inner light and inner guidance. In inner guidance, there's action, there's insight, there's movement there, right? Even if it's enlightenment or awakening, there's movement. So it's just passive. It's not in action. In other words, like you would get up and do something, or, you know, start doing emails and stuff. It's more of an inner working rather than an outer working. The masculine energy works inner as well. It's just a very different, I don't know, it's more aggressive. Let's just say less aggressive, more aggressive. That's the way I see them anyway. All right, so let me take some more cards here. I can't forget to read those. I was called on a mission. You were called here on a mission. So, of course, these are the last readings of the week. So tomorrow I'm going to announce that before I keep going. Tomorrow we're going to be doing the new moon in Sagittarius and the readings for the week of the 11th to the 17th. Okay? So, moving right along through December. Okay, so what's important is finding your balance. Absolutely. Okay, these cards were... I keep doing these cards upside down. So you have the Six of Pentacles. Absolutely showing you that, you know, it's... this card, when I first learned it, it was generosity is a blessing that goes both ways. It was a give and take. It's about giving and receiving and the balance between both. It's showing gratitude for blessings by giving back, right? In these readings of general readings, I always feel like it means like it's balancing yourself out, right? So if I look at this, especially, the Queen of Swords is critical of mind, very smart, very strength of character. And you have her, the Queen of Pentacles, giving you a lot of resources to use, right? Since they're the feminine, I would say there's a lot of insight, a lot of receiving, a lot of mulling over. Now, it's taking that and applying it into your life, okay? So that you are, the learning vessel that you are in, the mission that you're on, gets to continue, gets to, you know, reach the destination. Okay, let me see here. I'm going to take, where are you? I just saw it, and now it's gone. What did Jane do? When I move something, oh, there it is. I love it when things hide in plain sight. I always feel like, somebody played a trick on me. It was fun, right? 128. So, okay. So it says, before you came here, you set your soul intention, the intention to remember the power of your spirit in this lifetime. It set the intention to bring in the light of Source. And that's part of your mission. Okay? The rest was left up to you. All the learning, all the experience, and what you might do with them. But life has great purpose. And when this shows up, it's to remind you of that, right? So this is to help you. This came in to help you with confidence, okay? So I feel the Knight of Pentacles coming in here because he's the Knight of progress. He's the slow-moving Knight. He gets a lot of experience, and he's very dependable, and he moves slowly, but the progress that he makes is sturdy and long-lasting. So all this experience coming in is sturdy and long-lasting for you. It's going to be impactful in your life. So you have to remember as well that just by being who you are, you're a bright spark of light and goodness to the energy around you and to people around you. Okay? It says stop getting worried about specifics. Oh God, I think that should be, I'm gonna write that on the wall. Stop worrying about specifics, because I worry about specifics. Okay? This is also the Knight of Pentacles. He can worry about details. He can get stuck in the details. So don't get worried about the details. Okay? Just express the power of spirit in your most authentic way, which is the balance card here. Find out what resonates for you. Shine now, shine where you are, express your gifts, and the rest will unfold. And we're talking about your gifts this week, right? The 6 here has always been the card for me of even if you have 4, if you had 4 bananas, what would be equal parts banana? 2 and 2, right? Right. And that for me is like the justice. It's like 2 for 2. What's fair is fair. The 6 of Pentacles, though, would be if you start feeding those bananas to a mouse and an elephant. How much would you give? Okay, what would be equal? What would be balanced? It certainly wouldn't be 2 for 2 because of their sizes and their appetites, right? Most surely the mouse doesn't need 2 bananas. And I'm sure that the elephant could probably, you know, get more. I know it's bad. They probably, neither one of them probably eats bananas, but it's the way it came through, right? And it's a point to be made that find the balance. What is balance for you? Take your experiences, make them your own. Be authentically you, okay? Don't get stuck in the details. Don't get stuck in the details. That's got to be my new favorite right now because, yeah, I do that all the time. I feel like I trip all over them, to tell you the truth. Focus on harmony. There's the 2 of Cups coming in again. Focus on the union of ideas that make a better one, okay? Yeah, absolutely. That's an even better idea. Okay, so here you have the Phoenix rises into joyful abundance. That's 25-7. 7 has been an important year for us this year. So it's time to surrender from your former smallness to your destiny of greatness. I like that one. So are you ready to step forward in a total transformation of business, life, legacy, knowing you'll never be the same again? It's a scary thought because, you know, our identities are closely aligned to who we think we are with what is surrounding us, right? Like your business, your previous accomplishments. We're always like hooking these things together. There's that Queen of Swords again, okay? We're going like, yeah, we're connected to that, right? And some of this is not about starting over. It's about taking everything you've developed, built, researched, succeeded, and even didn't do so great at, okay? And struggle through and overcame, okay? And doing something with it. Everything you've nurtured, every network connection you've made, every goodwill, every reputation, every skill that you've developed, it's brought you here and at this moment, right? And like a phoenix, you can emerge into joyful abundance. It's inevitable if you let it be. Okay? So, it says, in my own mythic story of rebirth, what comes next? Okay? Make a list of all your skills, lesson learned, failures, successes, key relationships, and discoveries. I think that's a great idea, especially with the new year coming in, to see what you think you failed at, which is probably not. It's just something you've tried and it didn't quite turn out the way you wanted. What you liked about it, what you didn't like about it, what you want to revamp about it, if you want to move forward, what else you'd like to explore. I think there's a lot that we can look into, okay? So, you cannot pour from an empty cup, 35. It's easier for so many of us to want to give, but it's impossible to pour from an empty cup. You may believe you're being more generous by sacrificing your own well-being for family, company, community, but you're not. You're simply playing the role of savior without saving yourself. Oh, there's another one. Savior without saving yourself. How many times have you given advice to people who just do the same thing over and over again? You've spent energy, you get aggravated, you're going, why can't they see? If they would only, and then it's none of, it's, you know, get out of there. I'm going to say it, just get out of there. Pull yourself back, get away from there. Yeah, that one's a hard one too, right? It's a feeble form of denial to believe you can help someone else without first healing the same wound in yourself. Too many times we feel guilty saying no to an important project or task. It's even worse for those of us with big missions. There's no extra credit for running yourself into the ground. In some way or another, your body will tell you it needs a rest. Often this will come at inopportune times. The most selfless thing you can do is ensure you're taken care of. Fill your cup. Absolutely. Take care of filling your cup. It's most important. Most important. And get rid of the stuff that doesn't. That takes away from your cup. I can't say it enough, Pisces. Sometimes it's just, you need to save yourself. Okay? You need to save yourself. Alright, so let's take some more cards out here. The Queen of Swords coming in again. Yeah, I'm going to tell you this. Saying in this Queen of Swords energy of it's not overthinking. It's just being so critical of your own thoughts, okay? Because that's her claim to a little bit of, you know, a little bit too much. Sometimes, yeah. You see, there's always a positive and a negative to every kind of, you know, energetic mastery. If you take it too far one way, okay? She's an excellent critical thinker, but if she's criticizing of herself, then it becomes something that takes away from the heart. And the fact that there's a protective heart, and protecting from what? From what? Sorrow, pain, and seeing the truth of something. Okay? We're not all built to do the same thing, and we have different times in our lives where we need to take care of certain things. Okay? We can't be all experts at the same thing. We can't all be good at this. And I don't know, the faster you can admit that to yourself, the better. The better, right? So be truthful with yourself. And don't be too critical. Just find the answers and then move on. Okay? Move past, move on. Manifesting is my superpower. And truth is my teacher. I love this. I love this one. This one feels exactly like what I feel like I've been trying to say, right? Don't defeat yourself. School yourself. That's what I feel here. It's like, don't defeat yourself by saying I fail, or I didn't manage, I didn't do it. No. See, the truth in the matter shouldn't break your heart or tear you apart or make you go into protective mode like she has her heart here. It's supposed to help you manifest what you want by knowing what you don't want. Let it teach you what you don't want. What you're, not good at, or not, working for, whatever you want. Truth is my teacher. 78. This is definitely the throat chakra. Okay? Before you were in this life, before you were in this body, you chose to come to Earth. I love this. This is, again, I was called here on a mission, right? Right. But you did set the intention that you would leave this world in a better state than you found it. So there you go. It's giving you some predictions here, some pretty, definite ones here, Pisces. This is why ever since you were young, you've searched for meaning and wanted to understand a greater mystery of life. It's why you've spent time asking big questions, developing your intuition, and opening up to the universe in your spiritual practice. Everything that you have done and experienced in your lifetime has led you to where you are now. This moment is crucial. You may be wondering where you go from here. With this card, the universe is inviting you to simply embody your truth. Your truth is who you are at your core. Let that truth rise up and out for the world to see, and then you'll remember why you are here. I let my truth reveal my purpose. Absolutely. So, let the truths in your life reveal your purpose, your meaning, your understanding, your way forward. All right. Where else can we go here, Pisces? Can you hear me? I think we've had this one before as well. Morning Dew Girl. Very interesting. Okay. Can you hear me? This is like communication or cry for help. But I think that this is more like, can you hear me? In other words, I feel like Spirit is going, are you understanding? Can you hear me? I'm trying to tell you what's going on, my beautiful water babies. Okay? Get back under the water and see what you can hear. Okay? Don't be so much of the outer world. Go into the inner world and understand. Understand what's going on. Let's go see Morning Dew Girl and see if the message gets more clearer. Okay? Yeah. Face your fears, awareness, and consciousness. So it says, she collects fat raindrops into a basket of leaves. She's called Morning Dew Girl, and she symbolizes the receiving and absorption of all worries and fears. Here we go again. This is your hopes and fears today. So, no coincidence, right? She invites you to start sharing your feelings and worries. We can collect them and deal with them instead of hiding them deep inside. She stands resolute and strong, ready to face her fears. While fear can be as powerful as a river, once confronted, it may turn out to be as small as a drop of dew. Yeah, so face it head on. That would be the thing. Face it head on. Don't run away from it, because you may feel like you're walking. Sometimes we're going, I'm going to walk away from it and then it'll be done. Yes, but it will. It might, what's that word? Manifest. There it is. It's right here. It might manifest into something else later. Running away from from stuff you don't want to deal with is not always the answer. We call it, you know, letting go. I'll let it go and I'll put it, it's better to just stand there and face it. And I would say let go of negative energies, because if you can't change other people, that's another thing, right? You can't change other people, but you can handle and face your fears. My mother, my adoptive mother, did not do that. I love her. But she ran away from everything in her life. And she ran away from herself. And I remember somebody gave her the answer. I remember at one point somebody told her. And she told me. That's what I'm telling you. Somebody told her, you can run away all your life. But the problem is, you're always going to be taking yourself with you. So if you're running away from yourself, it's not going to help anything. Unfortunately, I don't think she got it. Maybe she did at the end of her life. She was far away. But I still think in some ways that she had been so prone to running that she had just ran, right? We're here to learn. So you see, even being an observer of her life, I've learned something. So I'm very grateful for that as well. All right. My bunny just flopped. Knight of Pentacles coming in again in the Wheel of Fortune. Okay, so as always, this takes time. You are making progress. They just don't want you to get stuck in the details. That's always the big thing. Don't get stuck in, don't get all bound up in that. They're showing me a ball of yarn and the cat. Okay, don't start playing with it and then end up going, how the heck did I end up here and I'm stuck? Okay, don't get stuck in that. The Wheel of Fortune is begging you and egging you on to just go with the flow and let that wheel turn and let it take you where it's meant to. Don't run away from it. You know, if you're meant to fall off the wheel, maybe there's a reason why. Maybe you're going to land on a better wheel. Maybe you're just going to land somewhere you're supposed to. You're always exactly where you're meant to be. And the wheel, if you jump off ahead of time or too fast, well, you might end up on the other side going back around again. So that's what I feel like, that's what they're saying. Like, just don't get stuck repeating the same thing over and over again. Okay? If you got yourself into something and you need to get yourself out, there might be a reason for it. There might be a definite reason for it. Okay? Yeah, absolutely. Okay, so Pisces, let me see what else I can take here. Yeah. All right. These have been some really interesting, fun readings this week. I always like to see how the combination of the cards work together, and they've worked very well. They always do. I'm always so happy to be always amazed that the combinations work so well. Yesterday was truly fantastic. If you haven't watched that one with the flying pig, that was so amazing. I'm still blown away. All right, so let's see here. Your 11-year-old self. I love this because we had the Six of Cups with his childlike. We've had the 111-year-old self in this deck, but I've never had this one. So this is going to be fun. This is going to be fun. Let's see what it has to say. So that, of course, is number 2 in the back of the book. Oh, and it fell right on it. The little boy or little girl inside you never goes away unless you stop letting them out. Then they wither away inside. They're your magical inner child with a mischievous little grin and sparkle in their eyes. Your 11-year-old self wants to play, explore, and feel safe. Your 11-year-old is also more perceptive than you realize. They know when they're safe and when they're not, and will create armor around their hearts to survive. How would you treat your 11-year-old? Coax your magical child to come out and play. Yeah, I can hear what they're showing me is when your parents, if your parents ever did that, go outside and play. Oh, but I don't know. No, go outside and play. Go explore. Go see. Go have an adventure. So that's what you want to be telling yourself at this point, my beautiful Pisces, okay? Go play. Go adventure. Okay, so potential question to ask if you're talking to your 11-year-old self. What do you have to say about this? So this is you asking your 11-year-old self. What do you have to say about this? And how can I play more? How can I make the situation more fun? And what do you like to do that you've forgotten? And what do you want to share from your childhood? It's okay. You're truly safe. And what did I see happen when I was young that I haven't been able to share? Okay, so that may be. Please be careful of not falling down the rabbit hole of pain, because we don't want that either. But you know, it's truly beautiful. Your 11-year-old self. So much fun here, okay? Even the star has sunglasses. Okay. Oh my God. You are perfectly imperfect. Allow your work to become your art. And 3, 2, 1, jump. I love this one. Okay. Yeah, there's a lot that came out. It's okay. We'll take them. We'll take them because, you know, this is the last day. 34 is 7. Again, another 7 coming in. And we somehow want to be seen as perfect. No defects, holes, or scars. But those imperfections make you more beautiful rather than less. They give you more empathy and more strength to face anything. When your heart is cracked wide open, and we did see that at some point with the Tower card a couple weeks back, with the lightning strike coming right in and just cracking you right open. Okay, the light finds its way in. That's how the song of our soul can flow into our lives. Crack wide open. Your pain has meaning. Your sorrow has held tremendous significance beyond what you may have considered already. Embrace it all, because your healed wounds become the medicine of our world desperately needs now. I love that. Your wounds, you know, can be shared. It makes you more relatable. Okay? How can a society or a people who are suffering ever relate to somebody who has not had suffering of their own? Okay? You relate more to people who are like you, and we've all had something to overcome. So share that gift. Help other people, right? I love this part. Allow your work to become your art. This is loving what you do, Pisces. Okay? So it says now is the time of to do the work that will truly become your art. It's up to you. You're only limited by how much courage you can muster to fully explore what this can mean. Okay? You have to merge your heart, your head, and your highest purpose to bring everything to bear, from the business model to the impact you wish to make. And we were talking about that as well this week. Okay? Make sure that whatever you do is in order to serve other people as well, right? It's a give. It's harm none, right? Right. And this I will preach every time because I think we need more of that than anything else at this point. Okay. Envision the business love story you want the world to buy. Who is your perfect customer? What do they wake up thinking about? What keeps them up at night? Where can you find them? What purpose do they want to serve in the world more than anything else? The more specific you can get about the details, the better. Build a damn thing already because your dream customers are waiting to fall in love. I love that. Build the damn thing already, okay? Build it already. The cosmic catalyst is if you could truly do anything in the world to make it your art, what would it be? Okay, and then the other one I like even more. It says the cosmic checkbox. Create a logo for a new imaginary company that combines a higher purpose with your artistic expression. I want to do this one. Yeah, I want to do this one. Absolutely. All right, so I have a few things to write down from... Yep, I have a few things to write down from this reading for sure. And the next one is 3, 2, 1, jump. How many times have you been just at the edge but then turned around? Have you ever been in a situation similar to the one you are faced with now? Perhaps it seems scary only because you think you don't have a net. Do you believe your wings will appear when you leap? If only you knew then that what you know now, if you only knew then what you know now, you have so many unseen cheerleaders rooting for you. The countdown is on. 3, 2, 1, jump. What am I standing on the precipice of? What will take me to finally jump? And please, this is about opportunities and taking life by the right? It's not in any way, shape, or form an encouragement of anything else. So I have to put that in there because, yeah. My readings don't tell you to do anything that nefarious, okay? We're talking about living your life on your terms in your best way. All right. So what else do we have? Oh, we have one more deck. One more deck, Pisces. One more deck, and then we call it a week. We call it a week, and it's one of my new favorites for Christmas. It's the Yuletide deck, the Yuletide Tarot. It's so pretty. It's a fool. It's a child. I love this card. I can feel it. I can feel it all the way down my toes. I feel this elation, this excitement, right? I'm gonna read you this one because I like it. Kneeling in anticipation. The child represents the fool in traditional tarot. It's the innocence at the commencement of the soul's journey through the major arcana. This is paradoxically the most delightful and perplexing card of the entire deck. For within this card lives all the cards, which each subsequent card revealing something of the nature of what this child is anticipating, about to experience through the journey of life. The child gazes up into the darkness of the fireplace, where the embers cool on the earth, the heart of the home. But what will be the nature of that which will descend the chimney? The child anticipates the arrival of gifts by a spirit that embodies the nature of the season itself. And yet, what the chimney represents is mystery, for there's no telling what lies beyond its darkness other than expectation. The energy of the child is unorganized and potentially chaotic, but in this chaos is the thrill of anticipation. The wonder of the season is held in the glowing innocence of the child's features, a lesson to all of us to occasionally surrender to magic. Okay? The child asks you to ponder the function of innocence and the challenge of risk-taking. Whatever the nature of your question, you must allow the necessary space for this situation to unfold on its own volition. The child represents the energy that precedes your current situation or question. It is the movement of energy before manifestation. You are in a state of flux between what might be and what can be, and in order for the unfolding of the matter to become apparent, you must employ trust. Do not be reliant on your expectations, for they may not serve you well and seek only to disappoint you. Instead, be as the child and consider what you live within the miraculous. In order for that to be manifest, you must give it due time and simply accept what comes down the chimney. I love this. This is so beautiful, Pisces. So meaningful. I'm going to leave it at that, okay? We're going to sign off on that one because I think it kind of says it all, okay? Don't be afraid. Live your best life. I would save this one. I would listen to this one again if I were you. I am going to, because there's stuff I have to write down for myself, and with Spirit it goes in and then goes right out. So I feel like I get given the intelligence and then it gets forgotten or taken away, and I think that's something that happens. I'd have to ask other readers if that happens for them, if they retain anything or at all. I'm going to send you a lot of love, light, and blessings, my beautiful Pisces. Take good care of yourself. Like I said, tomorrow come back. There's a new moon reading and a weekly reading. Take good care of yourself, and bye for now.